Hey people, Positive Paul. Sunday, February 5th, 2023. And this was, I don't know, a couple back. And at the very end, I was attempting to do these UFO analysis anomaly breakdowns, and I was cut off. I'm going to pick back up and try to run through a couple real quick. And bear in mind, why am I doing this? Because this is all related to my MK Ultra satanic ritual abuse involvement, going all the way back to the 60s, as I was born in 1966. But more importantly, these implants that in 2023, I have yet to find a male in my age group that can accurately stand up and give some type of basic testimony that would, one, link them to the military-industrial satanic complex, but more importantly, possible connection to somebody that's involved with the CIA. In my case, my grandfather's uncle, Carl Henry Lindner, who died on my birthday, October 17th, 2011, which was the pivotal year that these sad sack Satanists started freaking out and shitting their pants, because all they can do is damage control to keep these Edomites alive, keep them above ground before this ship of fools sinks. So these UFOs are hanging around me. Not one slippery, slimy, sleazy super soldier or somebody in this secret space program can demonstrate anything like this. So where am I right here? I'm in Rosarito Beach, Mexico, as I have been, going all the way back. My son is 12 this year, so essentially I've been hanging around here for 13 years. These people have seen me walking around. Now, the slander campaign and the overt stalking and harassment didn't start here until really around 2016, but it had been taking place in San Diego prior to that. And again, I would have never once dreamed of being on social media having to do what I'm doing right now, which is essentially defend myself, one, point out the frauds pretending to be me, two, and then be a living witness, a walking witness, although in my sad shape, I am withering away. But, hey, these Mexicans, they're scratching their head now. Why is this guy still hanging around when he's supposed to be this bad guy, this big criminal? Whatever they say, because initially, to get the slander campaign going, they use all the corrupt officials through their Freemason network to come down here and tell the Mexicans that, I was involved in this big stolen car caper, which now is going in its 9th year, the actual event. 9 years removed almost. So that whole thing lost its steam. So I guess what they do now is they walk around and say, I'm a drug addict, I don't want to work, and this and that, because they don't want these people talking to me and have me let them know, as I have been since 2016, that, everybody's on a short leash. So I would definitely, at least take stock in something when it comes to your salvation. So we know these American Nazi Edomite Satanists did something they can't turn back from. And in particular, when they really, whatever it is they were able to figure out back in the early 80s at this so-called Montauk project, is when you see this transition of them really pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. I mean, the magic show back then, they had been working on it, and then, you know, if this time travel is all what it's cracked up to be, I would say that yes, they've been doing up to something, but nothing's open ended. There's, you know, they know their one and only goal is try to figure out when their time's up. So the way that works, probably back in, who knows, thousands of years ago, with these diviners, enchanters, observer of times, this, you know, this stuff was taking place in one way, shape, or form. So they did something with me, because my missing time is from the get-go as a child, and then 1980 through 83, 13 through age 16. So the effect of whatever happened 40 years ago, whatever I did, they're trying to undo, or at least keep this charade, this Ponzi scheme, this vaudeville act going, when they know all the signs scripturally are right in front of our face. And as I stated, the conspiratorial narrative is crisscrossing with the biblical narrative. So that's why you see online and social media all these people, some are the do-gooders that receive dreams, visions, words from, you know, our Heavenly Father. You have to take stock in some of these people. But again, man, on a weekly, daily basis, that just, I don't know, something don't sit right with me. When you read about the Old Testament prophets, it wasn't like the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah every night at 6 p.m. before he went to bed. No. So the point is that yes, there's something going on, and the way it's been explained to us, information overload. No one, you know, if you're one of these families that are involved with the so-called Illuminati, which it's so highly compartmentalized. Remember, these lazy lying lizards, that's how they are able to get over on the rest of us that want to do good. They live a lie. So when you believe a lie, you begin to live a lie. But let me slow down. This is how I get going. But here's the perp plane. I'm at the house on the streets that have no name, and the reason why I say that is because there's simply no street signs on the streets. As of lately, they're installing some, but even in my neighborhood, we still don't have ours set up. So with that being said, this is now in its 8th year. I was just sitting in the house. This was January 25th at 2:35 p.m. And what happens, you hear the drone, the hum, the buzz. It's a building sound. And then the next thing you know, they're always right over me, folks. Never fails. These screwballs. Red underbelly. American Nazi. Edomite. Okay, you know my spiel. So let's look at the UFOs. Okay, let's get this thing lined up over here. Okay, look in the back right here. This is where, well, the whole plane pops off, an EMP flash burst, but look right here. Do you see that? Right by my pencil tip. You see it moving? All right, but let's even go back because there was another one. This is what's hard to pick up on unless you slow it down and examine this stuff properly. The other one's very prominent. Underbelly. Right. Well, right there, it's popping off. You can clearly see that. And it emits a blue hue. Right there it is. You can see the electromagnetic field around it. But this, where is it? Up there it is, up top. See that? Okay, right there. Look by the crack, folks, if you can. See it coming down? That's what a UFO looks like. It's not going to be some big, huge, shiny, metallic, spherical disc. All right? They don't want to be seen. Now, who would that be? Who do you think that is? Is that a good guy for me? Or is it for these bad guys? The ones that don't want to go away? Boom. So this is why I don't understand that you dopey comment perps are still hanging around. All right. This is when I was in TJ on Tuesday, 5:16 p.m., getting ready to, I was helping out the neighbor clean up a job site. You can clearly see that. Now, for one, the flight path goes over Tijuana, and it comes right over me in Rosarito, obviously, as I've been demonstrating. But we all know that whatever this is not a regular passenger plane. What is that thing in the back? But more importantly, why is that there? Now, what am I doing? I'm sitting there waiting to leave. And the next thing you know, they start flooding these planes. Now look, the thing's just sitting there. So, and the best part about it is, watch this. Tuesday. Okay, now we know the planes also have safety lights on there. Navigation lights. We understand that. But the thing of it is, they're also equipped with all kinds of, I would just say, surveillance equipment. But right there, that is not part of the safety features on this aircraft. Now, no less than 5 minutes. Watch this. Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. Again, you see it coming across? Now it's right there. Right above the crack on my iPad. So you can clearly see that. So how does that happen, people? How's that happen? You tell me how that happens. Two, well, whatever, planes directly over me, but yet they're accompanied by what? A little white pigeon? We got to get real here, people. Let me try to do... And so after that was said and done, this is the same day, Tuesday, there's another one that comes screaming right above, all right? Low altitude. And I do the best I can to fumble with my phone, get the video going, and this is what happens. Look at that. See that, folks? Right there. Right there, these creeps. So the videos, it's all whacked out. So I don't know what happened there, but we'll wrap this up right now. And what it was, hold on please. We're gonna get this right. Okay. January 31st, 2023. Whoops. Sorry about that. January. Okay, right. I just showed you the one clip right here. This is the same event, but now the camera's functioning. But look at it. You can see it coming around, lighting up. 2023. Look at this thing circling. Right there. See them all lit up in front? See them lighting up? Here we are. Freak show. All right, people. That's enough before I get sick to my stomach. I hope everybody's well. And as long as you don't have these guys hanging around you, I guess you're doing okay.